Hello, Manoj Shukla again back to you with a new lesson. It's compound sentence. As you know, sentences are of three types. It's already discussed in one of my previous videos. I told you about the simple sentence earlier, but this one is about compound sentence. It's very easy to understand. Keep on watching and see how easily it stores your mind. To comprehend compound sentence, we should know what is finite verb. Second, what is verb group. Third, what is clause. Number 4, what is the main clause. Number 5, what is coordinating conjunction or coordinator. The question is, what is finite verb? So, what is the answer? Finite verb is a verb. It remains in a verb group and it shows the tense in the verb group. So, next question comes, what is verb group? Let's see what is the verb group. Let's see what the verb groups are, what the finite verbs are through these examples. Okay? First, I go. Go is a single word verb group and it's also a finite verb. I went. Went is a single word verb group and went is a finite verb. But when I am to say I'm going is a verb group. Is a finite verb. I was going is a verb group. Was is a finite verb. I have gone is a verb group. But have is a finite verb. I had gone is a verb group. Had is a finite verb. I have been going is the verb group. Have is the finite verb. I had been going, it's a verb group. Had, the finite verb. I shall go is a verb group. Shall is the finite verb. I shall be going is a verb group, but shall is the finite verb. I shall have gone. Shall is the finite verb, but shall have gone is a verb group. I shall have been going. Here the same thing, shall is the finite verb and shall have been going is the verb group. So what do you see here? The first words, that means the first verb in a verb group, as you see on the screen. The first verb in the verb group is called the finite verb. A verb group may be consisted of so many words. Suppose, take for example, I shall have been going. Shall have been going, 4 verbs are there. It's a single verb group. But shall is the finite verb. Have been going are called to be the non-finite verbs. So we have to remember, the first verb in a verb group is a finite verb. The first verb, we have to remember that. So what do you see on the screen? If there is one finite verb, there must be one verb group. That means one finite verb remains in one verb group and one verb group remains in one clause. We have to just keep it in our minds. Now the question comes, what is clause and what is conjunction? Answer to the first question. A clause is a sentence in a sentence. That means a clause is a small sentence in a long sentence. A clause is a short sentence in a long sentence. So, what is the feature of a sentence? There must be subject and predicate verb in a sentence. It should be in a clause. Okay, we'll see all these examples. He is a doctor and his son is an actor. It's a long sentence. It's a sentence. But what are the clauses here? What is the clause here? He is a doctor, it's a clause. His son is an actor, this is another clause. But what I have already told you, in a clause there must be subject and predicate verb. You see the same thing here. He is the subject, is a doctor is the predicate verb. His son is an actor. Here, his son is the subject verb, is an actor, it's the predicate verb. So these are clauses and the whole part is a sentence. But all these clauses are joined together with the help of and. So what is that? This is a conjunction. The same thing. In the next example, you see, she worked hard, but she couldn't pass. It's a long sentence. It's a sentence. But what are the clauses? As you see, the underlined words are the clauses. She worked hard, she couldn't pass. She worked hard, here, she is the subject part, worked hard is the predicate part. She couldn't pass, she is the subject part, couldn't pass is the predicate part. These two clauses are here, but all these clauses are joined together with the help of a single word. This is but. It's also a conjunction. So, compound sentences have only main clauses. This is another feature of a compound sentence. We'll see what are the main clauses. Now we'll see what is a main clause or independent clause or principal clause. You can say main clause or independent clause or principal clause. So, let's take an example here. Ravan abducted Sita, so Ram killed Ravan. It's a long sentence. Two clauses are here. Ravan abducted Sita, this is a clause. Ram killed Ravan, this is another clause. So, how do you know that? These are the main clauses or independent clauses or principal clauses. Some basic features are there. First, what will you do? First, break up the sentence into two clauses. First, break up the sentence into clauses. As many as clauses are there, you have to just break them off. First, we'll break off. Ravan abducted Sita, this is one clause. Ram killed Ravan, this is another clause. The clauses are broken off. Next, what will you do? Put full stop at their ends. Ravan abducted Sita, full stop. Ram killed Ravan, another full stop. So third, if they are meaningful without conjunctions, no conjunction is used here. Just we have put full stop at their ends. Ravan abducted Sita, full stop. Ram killed Ravan, another full stop. Two sentences are formed. If they are meaningful without conjunctions, Ravan abducted Sita, it's completely meaningful. Ram killed Ravan, it's clearly understood. So, these are called the main clauses or independent clauses or principal clauses. As we have already learnt, all the main clauses in a compound sentence are joined together with the help of some conjunctions. These conjunctions are called coordinating conjunctions or coordinators. As you see on the screen, all these are the coordinators or coordinating conjunctions. But how can they be easily remembered? It's the fact. It's the question here. How can they easily be remembered? But I have designed for that. F stands for A stands for and, S stands for so, T stands for therefore, B stands for but, O stands for or, Y stands for yet, A stands for still, O for otherwise, O or else, N nevertheless. First, you remember these conjunctions easily. You see another type of conjunction. This is the correlative conjunction. All the correlative conjunctions, as you see on the screen, all the correlative conjunctions are the coordinating conjunctions. But not all the coordinating conjunctions are correlative conjunctions. There are so many coordinating conjunctions and there are so many correlative conjunctions also. Out of all the correlative conjunctions, only 4 have been taken into consideration. They stand in pair, they are used in pairs in sentences. One is not only but also, second both, and third either or, fourth neither nor. These are called the correlative conjunctions. And all the correlative conjunctions, again I want to tell you, all the correlative conjunctions also belong to the coordinating conjunctions. Let's skip to the summary part of compound sentence, what we have been learning in this lesson. What are the compound sentences, what are the basic features, how the main clauses are joined together with the help of conjunctions. We have been learning all these. So, you see in the summary, a single sentence says you everything else. The example is here, Raja is playing football and Rani has been watching it. It's a long sentence. There are two clauses here. One is Raja is playing football. This is the clause mentioned here. Another clause is Rani has been watching it. Mentioned here, it's the clause. In the first clause, is playing is the verb group and is the finite verb. In the second clause, has been watching, it's the verb group, and has is the infinitive verb. And the two clauses are joined together with the help of a conjunction. This is and. This is the coordinating conjunction or coordinator. It's the summary here. Friends, what we have been learning, this is part 1. So, part 2 comes shortly. You should never miss that. But what we have been learning, this is what is coordinating conjunction, what is correlative conjunctions, we have been learning that. But we do not know how they must be used, how they should be used, how they are used in compound sentences. The part 2 contains how to make compound sentences using coordinating and correlative conjunctions. So praise you for watching it from the core of my very head. Bye bye.